Screen me right up.
Yeah.
Where do we begin?
Are you feeling antsy about the possibility that Danny's possibly coming back here in a few weeks?
Am I feeling antsy about Danny Heatley coming back here? Well, it's been something that's been an overhang for the whole summer for us, and I think everybody wants to just move on and figure out exactly, what's going to happen next, like all of us. Brian's in a very difficult position because there's players that are being traded and opportunities that we're missing, and we've got cap issues, so we just want to move on and get it over with one way or the other.
Has it hurt the building of the team and selling the team over the summer?
Well, certainly it's put a stranglehold on Brian's ability to be flexible and do trades. Even at the draft, we could have had an opportunity to move up in the draft, and it didn't happen. And if anything, it's been a distraction, and we don't need the kind of distractions we've had in the past, and everybody, I think, knows what we're talking about. We just want to play hockey and have a great team and a great team spirit and just keep going. So has it hurt? Yes, but as far as it's more from the managerial side than anything else.
Are you worried about it being a distraction if he has to come back here and with the way the media and the fans are and players? I mean, that's the last thing that you need after last season is to have players.
I worry about everything, you know that. It's like I said, I think there's a good chance that it's going to result one way or another. Brian's working hard to try to accomplish that, and look, these players are professionals, and you always have to remember that. They can block things out, but again, the best solution is to get a solution.
You've got your highest paid person in this organization basically saying, screw you, Ottawa Senators. Do you want this guy back?
I think, did he say that?
In effect,
well, it's highly unusual. It's not unusual for somebody to ask for a trade, but what is unprecedented is someone coming out and we know who they were that comes out and actually says, I want to be traded, period. These kind of things just don't make sense to me. But look, it's a crazy world out there, and I have no idea why they did it the way they did it. All they did was hurt themselves and the organization. So, what can I tell you?
Would you want this guy back?
You know what? If there's no other options, look, he's a 50-goal scorer. If he can put 50 pucks in the net for us, I'd want him back.
One more question, guys. Have you had a chance to talk to Jim Balsillie since his comments? Has he called you to apologize?
No, I spoke to him twice that same day, and I think I said what I said, in my release, and I had a conversation with him, and it was an unfortunate incident on their part, but there was no apology there, and I just think he's being ill-advised, and he's just hurt himself. So I'll leave it at that.
He didn't apologize to you?
No.
Okay. When you were saying he's hurting himself, do you think this whole thing with the Coyotes thing is hurting the NHL, tarnishing the NHL now?
I think the way they have gone about it has got to be the most bizarre way of trying to enter professional sports. A lot of people don't know this, but this same proposal came to me when I was buying the Ottawa Senators by the same cast of characters, including Mr. Rogier. And I told him right off the bat that I thought it was it's not the way that you go about things. There's a professional way. You meet other owners. You get to know the business. I went about it by buying, first of all, a junior team to learn the business of hockey. Even though it's on a little scale, but still, you get to understand the dynamics of a team. You meet the commissioner in a friendly manner. Like you said, you meet some of the other governors. And then you go about saying, look, I'm very, very interested. How do I get there? But you don't, I don't think you knock the door down to try to get a team. You don't have to. You really don't have to.
So that last one,
you said there's no other options. He's welcome back in as a second. He has a 50 goals scorer. Would you put any pressure? Would you expect him to play and to go back to the kind of form he had a couple years before when he scored 50 goals for you?
Well, that's a good question. I have no idea what what his summer training's been like, and if that'd be more of an assessment on the coach's part and all the coaches. So I would hope so, but we'd have to wait and see. And I'm just hoping that this sorts itself out fairly shortly.
Well, what would your message be to Danny? I'm not sure how much you spoke, but if you did, what would you want to tell him? What would your message be?
I have no idea what I'd say. I just said, "What are you doing?" Whoever gave you that advice. So it's been what I thought was going to be a sleepy summer turned into a lot of action, and but I wouldn't even know what to say to the guy.
Great. Thank you.